What's up, guys? So today is Monday and we are out here at this apartment complex out in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's about an hour and a half from me, but the apartment complex that we did back in March, the big one, the same company owns this one, and I actually came out and quoted it for them back in, I think it was April, so about 4 months ago now. And they contacted me 2 weeks ago that they are ready to get it done, so we are out here. So I got a helper with me this week. We got 10 buildings and a leasing office, but I believe it should take us 4 days, but 5 days if needed. This is the only thing I have scheduled for this week. But we got my helper running off of my truck with the 6.8, and I am using my 4.2 Harbor Freight Special. I've still had it. That's the machine I started with. That's actually machine number 3 of the Harbor Freight. Luckily I got the warranty, because when the first 2 broke, I just take them back, and that one's practically brand new. I only used it for like maybe 2 weeks before I built my new machine, so it's just been sitting in my garage for a year. And over the weekend I got it out, cleaned it up, cleaned out the carburetor, got it working, make sure everything's good, put it in the truck. So now we got 2 machines running. So he's doing one building, I'm doing one building, and then we're going to do the third building, number 3 of the day together. So day 1, we're going to try to do 3 buildings. Day 2, 3 buildings. Day 3, 3 buildings. Day 4, 1 building, 1 leasing office, 1 dumpster pad. Day 5, whatever is needed. So going, all the buildings are brick. We're going around the bottom of the buildings and cleaning. You can see where I stopped at earlier. And then we're also cleaning the AC concrete pads. You can see how nasty they are, full of carpet. This is one that I've already done. So I'm limited on hose. I gotta cut my water back on. But so I'm having to just make that work, you know. I had a hose bust on me when we got here, so it's not making life any easier. So I'm only on 50 foot of pressure hose, but my machine is mobile, so I'm making it work. I just had to move my water line around to this side of the building, because I got 150 foot of water line on this one, 150 foot on the other one. So, but we're gonna be cleaning around the bottom of all the buildings. It's really just the bottom, you know, 2-3 feet, and then we're doing all the sidewalks, all the stairs, all the porches, patios, whatever, and that is it. But it just takes time. You can see I've already done these stairs here, turned out amazing. Still gotta do this sidewalk, doing this side, and I'm using the 15-inch low special. So going back to when I first started my business, but it's not a whole lot of surface cleaning to do. It's just porches and not much sidewalks. So we are making it work. And I mean, some of these are pretty clean, you know, already. So it's not bad. But yeah. So we're getting after it. Try to get y'all a little bit of footage this week, maybe. Probably cleaning some stairs or sidewalks or something. Or probably the back of the building. they're pretty nasty. So, but yeah, it's a nice little job. I'm not complaining. For those that stay to this part of the video, at least, I appreciate it. I quoted this one at about 6,000 even. So that's 10 buildings all the way around, cleaning the brick. But that's just a, you know, bottom 3 feet of brick. That's really only that's needed. And then we got 40 porches that are, I don't know, 15 by 20, something like that. I don't remember how much sidewalk, but not a lot of sidewalk. And we got 40 stairs. No, 20 stairs. Yeah, 20 stairs. Sorry. This is 2-story stairs. But yeah, I mean, that's it. It's not crazy. So it just takes time. But I mean, 4 or 5 days, $6,000. You know, my cost is going to be gas, paying my helper $20 an hour. That'd be $800 for the week. So, and then a little bit of chemical, because I'm gonna put street sidewalks. I mean, a few gallons of chemical. It's not even enough to count. So I mean, all in all, my expenses, gas and all for the week, be $1,000, including help. So $5,000 profit for the week, not counting paying myself, not counting business expenses, blah blah, not counting that. So I'm looking at what I am taking home from this job, how much the business is making off of this job after my immediate costs, which are help and gas, stuff I had to pay this week to do this job. So $5,000 will be roughly what my business will be making for this week, and that's a hell of a week for me. So this is my second biggest job I've ever had. So I'm happy, and I'm also happy that the apartment complex called me again. So that means that they liked me the first time that I did an apartment complex for them, the company that owns these. So anyways, I'm gonna get busy. We'll see y'all in a while. What's up, guys? So today is Wednesday, day number 3 of this apartment job. My help did not show up today, so I'm gonna be rocking solo today. We'll see how that goes, and I'll decide whether I need help the rest of the week or not. But let me flip the camera around and show you. So, see, you cleaned up all the concrete, stairs, porches, all the buildings all the way around, the AC pads. They was really bad. That's probably the worst thing out here as far as transition from dirty to clean. Are the what I call the AC pads, the concrete pads, the AC system. So you can see how pretty they are now. And at the end of the video, be sure to check out the before and after pictures. I always post my before and after pictures at the end of the video, so be sure to check those out. Before and after pictures are extremely important to your business, in my opinion. So that's what I'm doing now, is I've been walking around taking after pictures before I get started for the day. But yeah, so this one I still got to come over here and finish this side. I ran out of room, hoses. I couldn't reach the way I set up yesterday, but we got this whole side done past 2 days. 5 buildings, all the way around the buildings, all the concrete, stairs, porches, and all that. We're not doing curbs. That was not part of my original quote. I did talk to her about it on the phone that day. She said she'd let me know. Didn't hear it back, so I emailed her this morning and asked. I don't like doing curbs, but I like money, so if they want to get them done, I feel like it'd be pretty easy here the way this place is set up. It's one long strip, so everybody will have to move their car to one side for one day. I come out, do the curb on one side, and then everybody had to move their cars back to the other side. The next day, come out, do the other side. The way I priced that was, I think, 75 cents a foot. Maybe 50 cents a foot. But either 50 or 75 cents a foot, I don't remember. But it'd be about $800. So it'd take me 2 days, so $400 a day. But it shouldn't take me no more than, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours probably. Just because I had to move the truck a couple times. I think it's like 700 feet or 600 feet on one side. So I had to move the truck at least 3 times probably to make the water and the pressure hose situation work. I mean, it won't be horrible if there's no cars. Like if everybody moves the cars over to one side, it's easily doable. Now if nobody moves the car, it's not happening. I'm not dealing with that. So, but anyways, about to get started here. So by myself today. Past 2 days we've been able to do 2.5 buildings a day. So I'm gonna try to get 2 buildings done today. It's gonna put me a little behind schedule, but it is what it is. So check out all the blackness. All of this dirtiness, carpet. This one ain't even that bad. There's been some that's just been so horrible with the green carpet stuff. And the first one I did, I didn't take the carpet off before I started pressure washing it. It just makes a mess. So I recommend taking it off first. Like I literally just grab it with my hand, scoop it. It comes off pretty easy, most of it. Just go ahead and pull that off before you get to pressure washing it and start tearing it all to pieces and just making a mess. There ain't even much on these, so I mean, the first 2 we did on the first building, it was pretty bad. But that's it, guys. So about to get started here. So around the building, just strictly pressure washing, turbo nozzle, oil white tip. I only got 1 turbo nozzle, so one of us was using turbo nozzle, one was using white tip. But today I'm just gonna be using turbo nozzle. It doesn't seem to be affecting the grout on the brick. I know some people complain about that on Facebook or whatever, but it's great on concrete. Just be very careful around the AC lines and all that stuff. And then your power lines and internet cables and grounds and everything else. Just be careful. Pretend it's your house. You don't want to tear up your shit, so don't tear up nobody else's. So the process I have for the concrete is first I'm gonna move everything off. It's supposed to be moved, but some people move it. Some don't, like 10-20% move their stuff. The rest don't, but normally it's not much. It's like this one's a chair, grill, and car. So I'm just gonna slide them off in the grass, surface clean everything, do my edges around the brick, around the poles, around those poles, and then I gotta do turbo nozzle the stairs, and then I will rinse everything off. And then when I'm completely done with both of these buildings, then I will bleach both of them. Just go over it one time, 1%. I didn't have to even put bleach down, in my opinion, on the other buildings, because by the time I'm done, they're fully dry. I don't see any lines, I don't see any spots, but I'm gonna go ahead and do bleach anyways. It's not much. you know, $4 to $12 in bleach a day probably out here. It's not much at all. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'll bleach the stairs, sidewalk, and then that is it. And then I will start going around the building, cleaning it up. So it's not rocket science. You just got to figure out your process and what is easy for you and what makes sense time-wise and whatnot. So I will say one thing. If you're one of the people that don't have your machine mounted somewhere and you don't have hose reels, stop what you're doing and get that taken care of first if you're trying to take this business seriously. This past 2 days I have been lugging around this machine. I'd have to have it at that corner, doing the back, then I have to pull it and all the hoses over this corner to get to this side, and then we'd have to move it all the way around to that corner to get that side, because we are short on hose. I had a hose bust Monday, so I have this machine, 150 feet of water hose and only 50 foot of pressure hose. But I went by another pressure washer's house this morning that is local to me and picked up I believe 100 foot cheap hose that he was grateful enough to let me borrow, but my help didn't show up today, so I'm not even using this machine today. But anyways, just lugging that machine around, picking up in and out of the truck. It is a struggle for me to pick that thing up and put it in the truck by myself. 2 people, it's okay, but by yourself, you know, it's crazy. From day one, y'all know I've had my truck set up. I've never pulled a pressure washer around like that, so that's just insane how to do that day after day. When it's simple, you can simply fix it stationary. But anyways, about to get busy. I have 150 foot water hose and 200 feet pressure hose, and that works great for my truck setup for this property. So, and 90% of the properties I do, that works fine. Every now and then I have to add 50 foot of water, 50 foot of pressure. Just depends on the property. But that's mainly commercial stuff. Residential, you shouldn't need more than 200 unless you're doing some crazy residential houses or something where you can't park close or something. But every now and then, keep extra hose with you, but don't have too much, you know, if you don't need it. So I try to keep the minimum amount that I feel like I need. So, but I'm about to get busy. I know I'm just rambling, but the purpose of this video is to show you what I am doing and how I'm doing it and how I'm making money spraying water. So I'm not going to set up a camera and show you, you know, a clip of me pressure washing a brick wall or a sidewalk. You've seen that 100 times. But what's more important is I feel like everything else I'm talking about, how I'm doing it, what my issues are, how I price stuff, and everything. So I feel like I price this one good. It's about $1,000 a day that the business is making, not that I'm making, that business is making. I'm gonna make that clear. I pay myself as a salary employee, but I'm also the boss, so I pay myself bonuses too when there's big jobs and stuff like that. But anyways, the stairs, I think I was at $75 a piece on those. They're 2-story, I don't know, 8 to 10 steps of floor, but $75 on those. There's 20 of them. The porches, like the whole porch pad, was $40 a piece. There's 40 of those. The buildings, I was at $150 a piece, and it's literally just the bottom, 3 feet really. And the concrete, I don't remember what square foot I was at, but the concrete was only $900 because there's not much. This one is actually a long sidewalk that's connected to these two buildings. This one starts there and ends over there. That one is literally between that sidewalk and that sidewalk. So that sidewalk's like 10 feet. So it's not a whole lot of sidewalk. This is the only one that's a big sidewalk. So the concrete wasn't much. And like I said, the leasing office, I think it was 152. It's a small little brick building up there. And I guess that's it. I also cleaned the picnic area. It's like a 20 by 20 or 25 by 25 concrete slab. It wasn't on my quote, but I was over there yesterday and it looked nasty, so I cleaned it up, made for good before and after picture. And I will also mention that to my customer that I went ahead and cleaned the picnic barbecue area while I was over there because I couldn't leave it looking like that, even though it wasn't on my quote. It was just nasty. So, you know, little freebie that I'm going to let the customer know about, you know. But anyways, I'm about to get started. Need to get busy, so we'll see y'all later.